Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a very unusual episode, even for me, because if you're considering any kind of piercings or you have a piercing or piercings, then this is the video for you, because I'm going to be talking a little bit about septum stink or septum funk. So please make sure you stay tuned. So you're probably wondering what septum stink or septum funk is when I'm talking about it. I never even heard of it until like a couple of months ago. Um, I had my septum pierced about a couple of years ago. I had my nose pierced about 20 years ago. I had my earring pierced, even ears pierced even longer. But I've never actually come across septum funk until very recently. When I started smelling something really unpleasant inside my nose. So when I started doing a little bit of research, I realized it's actually septum funk or septum sting. So and I just thought I would put a video together just to explain it, what it is, how to get rid of it, is it normal, when should you worry, how to prevent it, and how to deal with it. So first of all, septum funk can happen anywhere in the body, really. The inside of the nose is covered in this oily substance called the sebum, which is there to protect the skin from drying out. It's actually being produced by one of our glands, so it's all quite normal. But when it mixes with the jewelry being there and the oil and the dirt, and the dust, then that can create this unpleasant smell. The same thing can happen with any other piercings in the body, even in the ears, because if you think about had the ears pierced ages ago, you may take out the earrings, you may leave it in, but do you really clean around it? And it can also smell. So that's actually quite normal, apparently. When should you worry? Because I was a little bit worried to begin with, because I did not know where it was coming from. But when you should worry is the first signs of infection, which is redness, swelling, any kind of inflammation, even temperature, pus is coming out. So if you just had your piercing done, make sure you go back to your piercer. If it happens later on the line, you still should get in touch with your piercer. But if it's really really unbearable, make sure you go and see your doctor. So as I said, septum sting is quite normal. Infection obviously is not normal, but is there a way? What should we do? What do I do? First of all, saline is your best friend, and my soap is your second best friend. So if you would like to use saline, which is like a salty water solution, you can either get it from the shop or you can just make it yourself. Which is you get a little bit of sea salt, mix it up with warm water, make sure it dissolves, get the cotton bud, dip it in and clean around your piercing. If it's easy for you to take your piercing out, take it out, because sometimes it actually does get a little bit crusty around the jewelry, so you may not be able to remove it, so you may have to take it out. In that case, soak your jewelry in a saline solution. And the second one, when you use mild soap, make sure you use hand soap, really mild. That's what I personally do and started doing, and I haven't actually smelled it since I've been doing this. When I have a shower in the evening, I put a little bit of my soap in my hands, soap it up, make sure wash it around inside my nostril, move my piercing around, and then make sure you rinse it all off so there is no soap residue inside the nostril or inside the piercing side. And make sure you use mild soap, because you don't want to use any kind of harsh chemicals, or even with the soap, make sure you don't overdo it, because the soap can be drying. And you may ask, after I've done this, if it still keeps happening, then maybe you have to look at your jewelry. What sort of jewelry have you got? The better the jewelry, the quality jewelry you have, the less likely that it will be harboring dirt and oil, so it will be easier to clean. Better quality jewelry means less hassle. You can try surgical steel and titanium, which are the better quality, and nickel and brass is not that great. so I wouldn't personally recommend those. So you may want to swap your jewelries around and see which one would work for you best. So in a long run, what I would suggest, what I'm going to be doing is make sure that I clean around my piercing sites regularly. Make sure my jewelry is clean, and that should really prevent septum stink or septum funk. I do hope that you enjoy this video. As I said, I had to do a little bit of research, but I really wanted to make it easier for you. So as I said at the beginning, if you have any kind of septum, you may come across with this. If you did, please make sure you make a comment down below and let me know how you dealt with it, or do you still have it. And if you're considering having any kind of piercing, let me know in the comment as well. Are you thinking about having your eyebrows pierced, septums pierced, your earring pierced, ears pierced? So in the meantime, I can't wait to see you in the next video. I'm going to say goodbye now because I'm just rambling on now, I realize. So make sure that you check out my video, my previous, one of my first videos actually, where I changed my septum ring. Hopefully you will enjoy it, and thank you very much for tuning in today. Thank you very much if you're a returning viewer for coming back for this unusual video, and if you're a new viewer, thank you very much for finding me. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Have a lovely day. See you next time. Goodbye for now.